I'm a tiny taggart in a brave new world, gonna free this town. If you didn't know about me already, well, you know it now.
Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. I'm Objectivist Girl if you haven't met me already. And today we're going to talk about property rights. So let's go ahead and get started. So because you have a right to life, because it's a natural right, you also have the rights to anything that's life-sustaining. This includes the right to pursue water, food, shelter, and even money and happiness. So Ayn Rand says, since man has to sustain his life by his own effort, the man who has no right to the product of his effort has no means to sustain his life. The man who produces while others dispose of his product is a slave. Bear in mind that the right to property is a right to action, like all the others. It's not the right to an object, but to the action and the consequences of producing or earning that object. So I'm going to discuss now why the right to property is actually important. So the first reason is that it's life-sustaining. You need shelter in order to sustain your life. It keeps you healthy. It also provides a sense of good life, and it allows you to fulfill your higher goals on your Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So check this picture out of the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So you'll see that it's not just important to sustain your life. You also want to get higher on the hierarchy of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And property is one of the first steps to being able to fulfill just the survival run. The second reason is that it creates a sense of individualism and pride. Property is an important step in developing pride and individualism. So because you have to earn property, you're not just given property. That would be a positive right instead of a negative right. So we're talking about the negative right of being able to earn property. When you have to earn something, you find a sense of pride and individualism. You think, I did this all on my own. And the better the house, the better the property, the more, and it doesn't have to be bigger, it just has to be the type of property that you want. So when you reach your goals, you're going to think, wow, I can do this all on my own. And it's going to separate you from the government. It's going to separate you from the need for other people to take care of you. And you're going to realize slowly but surely that you don't need anyone to take care of you but you. And property is one of the things that you can acquire that does that. And I'm not just talking about a house. I'm talking about many other things. It doesn't matter what it is, but things give you pride because you earned them. They're a physical manifestation of your work and effort. The third reason that property is important is because it gives you a right to resist robbery and force. So these are those negative rights I was talking about. The right to resist force is a negative right because it's also a life sustainment thing. And the ability to resist robbery is also a life sustainment technique because some of the things that you can get taken from you are life sustaining, like your home or your food or your source of water. Back in the old days in the West, they would cut off the well or poison the well. That was deadly, and that was considered robbery or theft. That is just 3 of the reasons that property is important. In Soviet Russia, they didn't have this right. They were forced to give up their homes in the revolution, and they were forced to give up their furniture and other things that they earned or inherited. And inheritance is also very important. We're going to talk about that next month in this segment. So they were forced in Soviet Russia to live in homes together with strangers, putting their lives and their health at risk. You never know what someone has when you're living with a stranger. And of course, these were desperate times, and many people were unhealthy because of the lack of food and the improper shelter, and also the lack of water, of good drinkable water. You never know what the people that you're living with actually have. So I hope that you enjoyed my video, and I hope you'll check out my Facebook, Twitter and my blog, and those links are below. I also hope you'll check out the Free State Project and you'll join, and you'll check out my song Shrug, which is also downloadable now, so you guys can put it on a CD, show it to your friends, take it around in the car. I don't really care what you do with it, just have a good time. It's a great song. So I promised you guys a special announcement, and so here it is. I am now a partner with the Liberty Beacon. So I'm going to be working with the Liberty Beacon. The link is below. And this will affect my channel greatly. I will have an opportunity to reach 5 million people. So Objectivist Girl is about to get really big, and you guys have gotten on board really early, so I really appreciate that. I couldn't have done any of this without you, and I know that. And thank you so much for all of your support, for sharing my videos, for watching, for writing in, for helping me discover my true passion in this. And I just want you all to know that I will never forget how awesome you guys were. So I hope you guys are excited, because Objectivist Girl is about to get really big, and we're going to be having some really cool conversations on the site. So make sure you check in daily, because we're going to have a lot more people to talk to. And welcome to my new guests. I'm glad you guys enjoyed Voluntary Virtues and have joined me because of it. So anyway, guys, remember, knowledge is not for all men, but for those who seek it. So keep seeking.